On the 6th of December, we mentioned 27-year-old Rhett Wilson, a West Mercia police constable who faced court over perverting the course of justice and trying to strike up inappropriate relationships with 3 vulnerable women that he had been called upon to help in the course of his duties. His trial at Worcester Crown Court started on Monday over the perverting the course of justice allegation, having previously pleaded guilty to 3 corruption offences relating to this contact with the women. The perverting the course of justice allegations surround the fact that he had deleted messages from his mobile phone in an attempt to hide his contact with the women with a factory reset. Prosecutor Jennifer Josephs said the 3 ladies had each made a report to police in late 2019. For each, the defendant was the police officer sent to assist. The only reason he met them is because he was a police officer. Matters came to a head in March 2020. The 3rd lady, who had a boyfriend who was arrested on an unrelated matter. But that boyfriend complained to the police that there was a police officer who was sending his girlfriend inappropriate photos. It became apparent that the person he was talking about was the defendant, Rhett Wilson. She didn't make a formal statement to investigators, but she did allow them to examine her phone. They found photographs of the defendant on her phone. It included a photo where he appeared to be in his police uniform. She phoned Rhett Wilson. You may conclude that was telling him that the police were looking into him. The very next day, the police did go and arrest the defendant. When they looked at his phone, there were no messages from the complainant. They'd all been deleted, as had the call logs from March 9th when she phoned him to tell him the police were looking into him. He deleted those calls from his phone. What you know is that message is sent and he deleted it. Well, Rhett Wilson has now been found guilty of perverting the course of justice and is now due to be sentenced on January the 20th, 2023. The file has now also been sent to the IOPC and misconduct proceedings will now take place. Deputy Chief Constable Alex Murray said, "This is corruption plain and simple. Rhett Wilson abused his position to start relationships, something police officers should never do, but all too often do. There is no place for this behaviour in West Mercia Police or any other force. It will not be tolerated and we will take immediate action against any officer who abuses their power." Now, it used to be the police skimming money off of cash seizures or taking drugs from dealers and only booking in a portion of what they seized. These days, the forces across the country have become a cesspit for depraved and sexually deviant filth, which certainly isn't getting any better. I mean, yes, it's great that these people are now being outed from the police forces, but there's no way in hell that with the number of cretins being outed now for this kind of behaviour, that others in the force didn't know or at least have suspicions that something was not quite right with these people. I said it in my early report, how on earth can these people work in a profession where they are taught to be suspicious of everyone and to pick up on things that, might indicate something's not quite right, but then completely overlook the behaviour of their own colleagues. If ever you needed proof that the police were not fit for purpose, this has got to be it.